In art, we are exploring how art communicates. Communication is the exchange of ideas and thoughts. A visual story is a narrative that is communicated without using any words. Last week, we looked at this painting by Faith Ringgold. It's called The Sunflower Quilting Bee of Arles. This is a visual story. In this picture, we see a group of friends coming together to create a quilt. A quilt is made from small scraps of fabric, and they are sewn together to make a large blanket. It is a lot of work to do this, and a quilting bee is when a group of people work together to create a quilt. The artist imagined a story in which a group of women that she admired greatly would come together and make something beautiful. All of the women depicted in this artwork are people that had a prominent role in American history. The other figure in this painting is the artist Vincent van Gogh. He has many famous paintings with sunflowers in them. Here, he is showing his admiration and respect for these ladies by bringing them a bouquet of sunflowers. Some more vocabulary you need to know is illustrator, an artist who creates artwork that communicates specific ideas, and illustration, a visual used to communicate an idea. And here's a picture of the famous author and illustrator Dr. Seuss and one of his illustrations for The Cat in the Hat. Dr. Seuss has a great way of being able to clearly communicate the playful and mischievous character of the Cat in the Hat. Your assignment this week is to illustrate an idiom. An idiom is an expression in which the meaning of the phrase is different than the literal words. So here's an illustration for the idiom, time flies. When I say, the summer felt really short, time really flies, I'm not thinking of a flying clock. I'm thinking about how the summer just seemed to go by so fast. Have you ever heard anybody say, that math test was a piece of cake? That's an idiom. There's really no cake involved. What they mean is, that test was easy. Here's a list of idioms. You may want to pause this video and read through the list. To illustrate an idiom, first select an idiom from the list. You will illustrate the literal words, not the meaning. For example, when I did time flies, I didn't illustrate a picture of myself wishing it was still summer. I drew a picture of the literal words, time flies. Develop your ideas. Think of different ways you could communicate your idiom. Practice sketching your illustration. And just a note, 4th grade expectations are that you will challenge yourself. Don't do anything that is too easy. Don't copy Mrs. Beck's examples. And no stick people are allowed. Here are some ideas I developed for the idiom rule of thumb. I sketched out a couple of different illustrations before I decided on one. When you finalize your idea, create a pencil drawing in your sketchbook. Write the idiom you are illustrating at the bottom of the page. Stop at this point and we will continue to work on this next week.